In this video, we will explain you how to access a game sheet. As told in one of the previous videos, there is a huge difference between accessing a game sheet through a program or through favorites. If you go to favorites, you will not be able to go into a game sheet because there you have just written Aalst Merode, that's the place where you will play. But if you go to program, you see that you have access as a team player, in this case of the first game. Here I have access as an umpire. You can have access as a manager. If I go to my game in the gents, I am a field player and I'm a team manager. So it's important that you go into the sheet as with the correct rights. First thing is, if you go into a game, you can have my team, you can have and give your presence. You can also organize transport. You have match data that was explained in a previous video. You can have follow this match live if there is a live score. Know that every game can have live score. You just need an official, preferably a field delegate that is filling in the data for the live score. And then you have the digital match form. If I go inside, you see this. You have to fill in the umpires and you have your team. If you go to your team, you can have, the first thing you see is the different colors. You have the green, everything is okay. You have a red here in this case. So that's, we have to check what's going on, and you click on the name and you see invalid age category. Indeed, my daughter is under 8 and she is on a game sheet from under 7. That is probably because she's still there from last year, or that she had an derogation to play in that team, but that derogation is not valid anymore. So in that case, it's better that you take that player away, otherwise you will have a forfeit after the game. What you can also have in a game sheet is that if I go, for instance, on a game of the under 14 boys 2 from Merode, I go here and I take, so you can use here and have this way to go and find a team. I take this one. Now in the digital match form, I go and I will add some players to show you when the color is changing to orange. So here I check for my son that is playing in the first team and I add him on the sheet, and then I see that he has an orange question mark. This, if I click on it, I see it's a player from a higher team. And if I add additional players, for instance this player, then I have an additional orange question mark. In case it are 2 of them, it is okay. And if I add a third one, this guy, then I see that I have 3 and I have an explanation at the bottom that the number of higher qualification exceeded. I could have only max 2 and I have 3. In this case, if the 3 are playing, you also have a forfeit. So be really careful when you fill in the match sheet that you look at the red crosses below to be sure that your sheet is okay. So as explained, when you are in the team, you can also click on a player and you can see where he played with which team. So in this case, you see he played one time with Merode under 14 boys 2. When you see the green dot without a circle, in this case, is that this guy didn't play yet. If you see a circle, then a full circle, he only played for that team. If you have a circle that is interrupted and you click on it, you will probably have 2 or maybe 3 teams that he played for. That is the explanation for the circle around the dot. Once everything is okay, because in this team there is no captain, once everything is done, you can either save it or you will have a possibility in the button to go to the to send your list to the official. If I go here and I go into this team and I click on, I have too many players. If I take 2 players away, for this I need, so to prepare your sheet, if you have too many players, you have to click on the shirt on top. You take 2 players, you delete him, and then you have, for instance, this guy is the captain and you are missing an umpire, but you see that at the bottom you can already approve the list. If you click on that, you send the list to the official and you cannot change it anymore. The only change you can ask for is to go to the umpire and say, listen, Hugo is also not coming. Can you take him off the list, please? So it's not because it's sent that you cannot do anything anymore. You just go to the official and you ask to make the change. Once you send the list and the other team send the list, then you will have access to the other team and you can look the players of the other team. This was how to fill in your game players sheet and send it to the official.